Hello, everybody. This is your favorite 90-day super fan, super fiancé, Kimberly. I'm here today to introduce you to something exciting and special and so Kimberly. Introducing Super Blossom Splash, a super femme Kimberly. By Super Femme Kimberly. Tender cherry blossom, sensual white lily, and blushing violet petals blend with a hint of warm vanilla. This splash works well for hot summer days, and it's perfect for dry skin. If you're thirsty, like me, hydrate and refresh hair and your skin and your body. Anytime, anywhere. Anyway, we recommend using this as a refresher after flying across the world for hours to meet the love of your life. For the first time, because you're a potential. This splash can be sprayed 108 times for max results in an airport bathroom, too. A little goes a long way, because it's only a 4-ounce bottle. All right, everybody. This has been Kimberly letting you know. Super Blossom Splash. Get yours today.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gaze. Let's love.
That was verbatim on her website. I sent you that last night.
You did send me that night.
And my jaw just dropped.
It was...
Kimberly has her own body splash.
She does have her own body splash. And so where was that wording on her? Was it on her website?
On her website.
Yes.
A sissy posted it in the Sissy Squad, and I went, what the fuck is this? And then later on, she posted, this is on the website, and I went, I need to see this for myself. And it is this long description, and it's definitely her writing it.
Y'all, I love a body splash. It brings me back to my sun-ripened raspberry days at Bath and Body.
I think this might have replaced sun-ripened raspberry.
I think so, too. Super Blossom Splash.
Was it Super Blossom Splash?
Super Blossom Splash. Here's the deal. I went on to buy this because I'm like, well, of course I'm going to buy this.
Yeah.
I went to buy it this morning, the website. I even thought, I'm going to buy like 10 of these, and I'm going to give them away at our live shows on the Doublet Tour, y'all. Come see us live. It's coming up. You might get a Super Blossom Splash. Anyway, I tried to buy it. Wouldn't work. First of all, then it said, cannot work. You're not checking. And I'm like, what? I'm not checking the box. And so then I did it again. Then it said server error, and I thought, well, sometimes cheap places won't take Amex because I was using my Amex, and sometimes they have a higher fee. So I was like, well, I'll use my Visa. Wouldn't take that. And then I realized my information probably got stolen now somewhere in Nigeria because the website's not working. I could not order Super Blossom Splash. I tried many a time.
Maybe so many people wanted it that it shut down the site.
Maybe. Let me know. I want to order this shit, y'all. I love a good body spray.
This is reality, guys.
Y'all, this
if
is
you're
happily
still
ever
listening
after.
And you don't know what's going on, if this is the first time you've listened to us, you probably turned us off.
Yes, this is happily ever after season 7, episode 3. Don't take me for granted. Actually, I don't know who says that. Maybe it's that Ed thing. I fast-forwarded.
So, I honestly, every time I think about it, her doing a new body splash, I laugh.
I'm kind of here for it, honestly. And here's the deal: is that who knew that Kimberly and Usman were going to be the most entertaining couple on Happily Ever After that I'm looking forward to watching?
I did not know that, but it's definitely the most entertaining. I'm still grossed out by the fact that she gives him a T-shirt with her on it and she makes him wear a bracelet. It still feels like ownership to me. But
see, it doesn't to me. But
yeah,
she wears king and he wears queen.
But it says my king.
My king. I know, but that's the kind of way she talks. That's
you
the way all of them
you won't
talk.
Convince me that I still get gross about it.
I get it. I know it. I've decided though that even in the description in that, I think that's hilarious that she wrote that, and I went, wait a minute, is Kimberly getting this?
I think she's a fan of the show, like we've said before.
Because it's the thing.
She's not just a super fan of him; she's a super fan of 90 Day Fiancé. I think she's getting it. It's still her when she says, "I always win. I always win. I will always win against you." It's gross to me, and it's the only thing that takes the joy away from me.
I get it, but maybe I just am immune to so much Matt Sharp stuff. But she doesn't bother me anymore. I'm happy and entertained to see her, and I'm here for it.
We will still never meet her.
No, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I think she's fun. It was just so. Again, I'm kind of shocked. I'm saying how fun it is to watch her.
She will make you eat your words by the end of the season.
She will.
I guarantee.
I know she will. But even I was just talking about this, y'all. Kim's a little sick, so I guessed it on Cray Cray, 90 Day Cray Cray with Kyle, and he's like, yeah, I had problems with all this first. He said, but I was so happy. We both could not believe how happy we were to see them.
I think
fucking ride go-karts.
I think it's really funny.
I
think
shocking.
It's really funny.
And that was a talk too of so far I'm just still a little thrown by this season of Happily Ever After. It's not what I expected.
It's the best Happily Ever After, at least in 2 years.
At least.
Yeah. Because 5 and 6 were awful.
Not good.
Legendarily so.
Not legendarily. Darily. If you're watching the intimate,
legendary.
If you're watching the Intimate Portrait, we're just rubbing our legs right now.
I'm rubbing your boobs.
Kicking, yeah. We're just rubbing our legs on you like crickets.
We're both crazy today. Why are you crazy?
I don't know. I think I'm happy the sun's out.
That's true.
It's been cloudy.
You sure it's not your ridiculous sty on your eye that's waving at me?
I don't think so. It's better now. I bet you barely can see it, but it bothers people.
He had to wear an eye patch for the...
I did, not because my eye was so bad, because I had to wear an eye patch because I love him, but he would not be able to focus.
If you look at it close enough, you can see its heart beating.
He can't. He won't.
It's
Meanwhile,
so large.
He'll have a pimple. He'll have a hickey. He'll have his nipple hanging off because someone almost bit it, and I just have to stare at it and not say a word.
Those are marks of love.
Yeah,
those are passion.
I don't think so. Bruise marks in the shape of a hand.
Not bacterial.
Don't want to see that.
Not bacterial infections.
Well, so. Again, y'all, 22 is, as I've said, 2022 is just a lazy Susan of shit sandwiches. That's from one of my favorite reality shows, Sweet Home Oklahoma, and Pumpers would say that. I'm just eating them.
Pumps.
Well, her name's Pumps, but her nickname's Pumpers. We call her Pump.
Oh, we call her.
I love them. I think her and Jennifer are starting a podcast. And
Good.
I mentioned them, and I said,
you know who else is starting a podcast?
Help you.
Molly and Cynthia, y'all.
That was a good segue, y'all.
Whenever I do something, you almost give me a treat like a dog. Good boy.
It was good.
Molly and Cynthia, it's called Stinky and Hooch.
Stinky and Hooch.
Stinky and Hooch.
Because I guess that's her nicknames for
yes,
each other,
those
right?
are nicknames.
Anyway, y'all, it's a fun, sex-positive whirlwind.
I think the first episode's coming out soon.
In a week.
Yeah.
They're showing stuff on their
Instagram. We're definitely going to do a collab with them.
For sure.
So look
we
for
love
that. I think they're gonna talk about definitely sex positivity, talk about bras and just their friendship. I think.
Yeah.
So should be fun.
I don't know why anybody from 90 Day Fiancé hasn't started a podcast yet, or maybe they have, and none of them got popular.
I think people have. Tania has one. Sorry, Tanya.
Tanya.
I don't think any of them are very popular to that degree. But
yeah,
I think it's also the most important thing about podcasting, you guys, is consistency. And I think
you got to do it over and over.
And I think that they don't really want to do that because they get distracted by the next shiny object.
That's the truth. I would.
Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty on the floor.
It's pretty on the floor. Yeah, I can't imagine if someone like Natalie made a podcast.
Can you imagine? Hello. I am Natalie, and today we're talking about what the name of my child would be.
Yes, I'm waiting for an American man to give me child.
What a thing to say on the first date. I want a child.
I want a child. Oh, y'all, that's the announcement too. Single Life coming this week.
Yes.
That's
the 12th. That's it. The 12th.
Yes, it's coming out this week.
And
tomorrow.
we are putting it on the free feed. However, we are going to give it to you a day early if you're on the Patreon.
Yes, so we are going to give it. Thank you. This is what we were going to talk. We kept sitting here, y'all, for 5 minutes going, what were we going to talk about?
Single Life Season 3 coming with the cast of a rogues gallery, really, of Natalie, Mother Debbie, Caesar.
So the Patreon's going to get it a day early, 24, and then it'll go on the free feed. And we're trying to. We don't want to say anything because we realize you bitches will hold us to it. We're trying to do things a little earlier in the week of putting stuff out earlier. Including this podcast. Of 90 Day. Don't hold us to it.
It's hard to get things out the day of a lot.
But we're trying to do that more because everything comes out on Sunday and Monday, and we realize. You fucking thirsty dick pigs are going, where's 90 Day UK?
Yeah. Our week is very front loaded.
We're like, it's just that Matt Sharp gives us 7 other shows.
It's as front loaded as a twink orgy.
They are always front loaded. There's
all
always
the good stuff is that you don't need to stay long.
Oh no. And then there's that guy who can't come, who's just sitting there just bugging it. At the end, we're just waiting. Meanwhile, it looks like a Twinkie exploded everywhere.
And when he does come, it is such a production of.
We just lost people.
Have you been with someone like that? And I'm just like, okay, Danielle from Sister Wives. Okay, Big Wife.
I have not, thankfully. I don't think I've ever had a big nut production.
Oh, this one, I've been with people who've had like 3-act plays.
Oh.
It takes a long time, and I will say the production values are quite spectacular. However, it's almost like at the end, there's usually fireworks do go off because jizz goes all over the sky.
So our next announcement,
and I must say, I do enjoy the performance usually.
Oh, good. I'm glad
it just takes too long.
Well, then they're performing because they have an audience.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, do it.
All right. So our next announcement, speaking of something that's not going to have high production values.
I need to have sex.
You really do.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Y'all, let's talk
at least
about
a week.
The Double It Tour. Y'all can come see us. We're coming to New York, Chicago. Well, Chicago first. We booked all of our travel and everything.
Chicago, Atlanta. Chicago.
It's Chicago to Atlanta?
No, Chicago's first. That was a
yeah, Chicago first.
Back home.
And then we go to New York, right?
No, Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Doesn't matter what order.
Chicago, Atlanta, New York, D.C., Tampa.
Tamps. 2 nights in Tamps, y'all. And remember, different
same hoes, different shows.
Yeah, same hoes, different shows.
So if you want to come both nights, you're more than welcome to.
Saturday's going to be your birthday extravaganza. Your extravaganza.
I make the rules, which means there are no rules. And you all need to bring a safe word that night.
And probably wear a poncho so you don't get wet. It's going to be like a Gallagher show.
but sexual.
Not watermelons. Not watermelons.
But bring your husbands and your boyfriends. But be prepared to leave them.
Be prepared, yeah. So anyway, we're excited. It's all booked. We're on the road.
We're actually coming.
Yes, it's actually, yes. Anything else? We talked about
Oh,
that.
yes, I have it. You're on Cray Cray.
Yep.
Y'all, another thing that for big next week. God damn it. They're fucking us with September. I'm telling you. October is going to be even crazier.
They are.
September 16th, Love is Blind After the Altar.
Oh, yeah. Got to turn
That
on time.
will be on our $5 Patreon. The first episode will be free. If you miss those disgusting trash heaps from season 2.
Oh, yes.
Although I say I do miss Natalie, I kind of miss Mallory because I loved watching her make the decisions she did.
She annoyed me more than she annoyed you.
Yeah, that's true.
I miss Natalie, and that's it.
Shayna, I did watch, and Coked Up Shane.
Coked Up Shane.
And the now no longer together, Iana and Jared.
None of them are together. I should say, I don't like any of them, but I'm excited to check back in.
Me too.
Because they're all just garbage.
They're messy.
Oh,
all
they're
of them.
messy.
Yeah.
I
So
hope Natalie had her moment.
Yeah, she
When
had
she had clarity. And
I think she was on Iana's podcast, which I said I could not watch because of her co-host was so annoying.
You did say
I
that.
had to go on Reddit and read the bullet points because 5 minutes in, I'm like, I cannot handle you.
I get that.
Yeah.
And they're going to do, and then
People
y'all,
probably do that for us.
as you know, when After the Altar comes out, usually a season of Love is Blind is not far behind.
Yeah. They haven't announced the date.
But it is coming this
I am
fall.
told by the PR people, their announcement's coming very, very soon, and it will be this fall. My bet is the third week in October.
I think so, too.
If it's the second week in October, you might as well just bury me, because that's when we're on tour and we're going to be fucked.
I don't know why, but I thought it was October 21st. I thought I read that. But now I'm thinking it was out something else, I think.
It's something else. It was speculated that that's when it would be.
Oh, okay.
But they haven't announced it yet. I don't know if that was they normally drop things on Fridays. So, but yeah, new cast in Dallas.
Big D.
In the Big D.
Big D.
I wonder if any of them will have Big Ds. We'll tune in to see.
We'll have to see. Any yammy yammies. Any African ingredients. Any
Power bike? Don't really get that one. Power bike.
It just keeps going.
I get
like
sick.
those electric bikes with the motors. They go really fast, and they're quite girthy for an electric bike.
Girthy.
They're thick. They're all like the metal's always thick
Oh.
on them.
I actually am grossed out every time they talk about their sex life.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
It's just so gross.
It's
for me.
cringe, but I like cringe more than you. Well, it depends on a cringe. We have different. We both have our different.
Yeah.
Let's jump to Kimberly and Usman. And if you get that Super Blossom Body Splash, let me know. I want to buy some.
I'm not going to be able to hear you say that.
Kimberly, I want to fucking buy this shit.
We could sell it at the show.
We can't resell something. That could be illegal. We're not selling her body.
That could be my first criminal act.
No. We will give it away.
You told me I was a criminal yesterday.
No, I was planning on giving it to women's husbands or women whenever you fucked their husband as a consolidation gift.
That's a probably good idea.
I was going to need at least 10 just for tamps.
Consolation gift. You said
Yes.
consolidation.
Yes.
Because I consolidated
Yeah,
with the
you
husband.
consolidated.
So you get this consolation gift. Let's jump in here.
We need to move on.
There was so much.
How long have we talked? I don't even know.
There was
it too long?
Probably.
Okay, good.
There was so much madness in this first scene, or this segment. Their segments.
It was a lot.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. So she is on the way to Nigeria and meeting the Fam Bam.
Fam, if I don't get their blessing, I will not date again. I'm fierce. I will not date again.
Now, this is...
I swear.
She sets this up in a very healthy binary. Either I get engaged, or I'm heartbroken, devastated, and I'll never date again. I swear. I will never date again.
I swear never to begin.
And you guys, this is why it's perfect for 90 Day. Because she has the most unrealistic expectations. She really is the perfect person.
She
to go on the show.
And everything is a binary for her.
Yeah.
You win, you lose.
Yeah. I win. I always win.
So that's how she sees life.
So y'all, Jamal's taking her to the airport. Every time he's interviewed, I keep thinking, how do her features look so good on him?
He's gorgeous.
And he's so attractive.
He's really, really beautiful. I love that they're in the car and she's like, wait a minute. Have you not even listened to his music? Oh, I'm such a fan.
I scream.
I'm such a fan. It's so bad.
Like she just thought of it. I was like, wait a minute. Did you not hear? And she's like, and she's like, it's so good. I mean, it's just so good. And so it's playing it.
That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. I'm not a potential. I'm a girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. She's dancing.
She goes to 14 years old.
She does. What do you think of Usman's music? I like it better than I had say.
I must say, much better. His Beanie's is.
I'm comparing them because I'm trying to think. Do we have any other music stars? Not yet. Maybe Libby. I'm trying to think. I don't think we have. Those are the only two music stars from 90 Day.
Don't forget Black Serbs.
Oh.
Although I will say some of their music I got used to, and it does wind up on my Spotify.
Black Serbs.
Yes. I think
I would rank Usman, Black Serbs, Biniam.
The Benny stuff.
Well,
the
maybe.
Benny stuff is it's kind of it's decent production. There's not a lot of imagination in it.
Yeah, it feels very predictable. And I have to say, Usman's stuff does kind of.
The vocals kind of get you. And they're kind of good. Sometimes some of the things he says are repetitive.
Yeah.
But Zara has ended up on my morning playlist more than once.
You like that song?
I do like Zara.
So
you got me twisted.
Even Jamal is listening to this and he was like, all right, it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Why did you make Jamal gay? In our dreams.
He's not gay. I will say, though, the way he talks, he's that new, like what young men are doing now where they're just so comfortable with themselves that they don't have to be like uber masculine.
No, I agree with you.
And it completely confuses my brain still. My old gay brain makes me think I have a chance. Y'all, there's no chance.
There's no chance.
There's none.
Especially with that tumor on your eye.
You don't even notice it. They can't even see it.
It's waving at me. It's like, hey there, boy.
Y'all, I'm podcasting with a 5-year-old. A horny 5-year-old.
That's
which
truth.
is the worst.
So I liked it when she's like, I want you to have your own thing. And he's like, how about we not have a thing?
Yeah, how about not? When she said that, I went, Kimberly,
why?
No, they don't need to have their own thing. Like, again, like you said, unrealistic. And I think that's not fake. I think she generally thinks like, oh, it'd be so cool if Jamal and Usman hang out. Like,
it's her.
What the fuck is Jamal going to say to Usman?
Nothing. Her greatest superpower for the show is her level of delusion.
Like, seriously, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this. Take a breath. I'm not going to make you close your eyes, but what do you imagine that Jamal and Usman would talk about?
Hey, man. Do they play soccer in your country?
Just sports.
Actually, we do.
We do.
My mom's nice, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's it.
There's nothing.
I don't know what they could talk about.
I guess they could.
Maybe music. Maybe they would talk about like
what
Rihanna. I don't know.
I mean, he's not a musician though. Jamal's not.
But he's a young person.
He's young.
Yeah. I don't know what his passion is. I'd like to know. I'd like to help him find out.
Ooh. I could show him a good passionate time.
Oh, yeah. I'll take his super body flash.
I could be a potential.
I'll take some Jamal super body flash with cedarwood, vanilla, and cock.
Anyway, y'all, he does also say, I want her to be happy, but I also want her to be smart. And so this is also someone who has an extreme amount of emotional intelligence.
A lot.
That Kimberly lacks.
Well, I think a lot of that's happened because she always jumps head over heels for a guy and gets her heart broken. She moves fast and she gets hurt.
So she's crying at the airport, of course. And I wrote down how exhausting it must be to be Kim's child.
I think that it's a lot of. I think it's a lot of dramatics.
And he, when these things happen, he has to pick up the pieces.
I mean, it makes sense why Jamal seems so kind of calm and centered when you wouldn't think this, but if you're around you and then Mother Poodle at the same time, you see that you are much calmer.
Oh, I am.
But like your brother really is super calm.
He is very much so.
And I will say that my brother's actually more dramatic, and I actually think that probably I think I'm probably the more, because my mom and my brother can get dramatic.
They spin out.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Jamal's had to deal with this a lot his whole life.
So, y'all, it's 25 hours.
And Sally doesn't give a fuck. Sally's just like, fuck. Anyway.
It's 25 hours.
That's a lot of flying.
Anyway, Usman, y'all,
I could get a lot of points, though. Oh, I'm so close to Delta Diamond.
You're old when you start thinking about that.
I'm very concerned about. I've had to fly so much for my dad and our stuff. I'm this close.
So he's showering. When I come to meet Kimberly, I have to be clean.
How often how much rather, do you think he stares at himself in the mirror and just makes faces and talks about how good
every day?
But I think
King Africa.
I think hours at least.
Yeah. The interesting thing is, you never hate him because he has there's something about him that it's hard to hate.
I feel that way about both of them. There's something about Kimberly and Usman that even though both of their hate behavior is really fucking shitty, especially to each other, I just enjoy watching this show.
I guess. I think he is. I don't think she has enough self-awareness to know. I think he does.
I think he has way more than her.
She doesn't have enough self-awareness to know that this is a joke for him.
No, it doesn't.
And that's kind of where, I talk about the cringe potential, where I have no problem watching if I feel like if everyone's safe.
Mm-hmm.
She's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be horribly, horribly hurt. And will it be her fault? It will be, but she's still going to be horribly hurt.
Oh, it's TOA, yeah.
So that's kind of where I am. So he says, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to kiss her if there are a lot of people around.
Because he can get not uncomfortable, I guess, with that.
Well, and it's just that in a Western, it's what's interesting about a lot of these relationships, and it's going to be I'm going to bring this up when I talk about Angela and Michael as well, but this like an idea of Western relationships where you have to be together forever, and you love it. Your love is so great, and it's interesting. She's accepting the second wife idea, but only in a way that makes her first wife so she can control everything.
Yeah,
and so she's not being open-minded, you guys, and being so cool about it.
No,
she's only doing it because she has to, and she understands his culture means, because I've read the Muslim texts.
She hasn't. Well, and she's taking the crumbs.
She's taking the crumbs.
That's where it's her choice, but I also feel it does make me. That's why I don't. I think that's why I don't actually have, when she treats him shitty, it doesn't bother me, because Usman is also giving her the bare minimum of someone who feels like shit. He knows that she feels like shit about herself.
Yeah.
And he takes advantage of that.
Yeah.
I think. Again, they're both horrible to each other, and I love watching it.
I agree. And he says, I liked it when he was on his way there. He's like, So she's okay with the second wife plans, and my mother, she wants me to have a child. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Maybe have one or two.
But the most important thing in a relationship is that man and woman must have sex.
A lot of sex.
Must have sex. What'd you think about his license plate?
I didn't see it. I must have been writing.
Oh, it literally says Soulja Boy on his own license plate.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I mean, would you get a license plate that just said bitch?
Yes! Bitch on wheels.
Bitch.
Done. I know what my next license plate is going to be. Or just whole.
Wow. With a bunch of L's. So like 5, just whole. Wow.
Whole. Wow. So she is, and y'all, he's got these 2 stuffed animals for her. I believe one was a penguin. I can't remember what the other one was.
And then was like a bear.
Yeah, something like that. And of course, she is wearing his face on a T-shirt.
What is he wearing on his mask?
I did not see it.
Because I think he's wearing something with her on his mask.
Was he?
I couldn't tell.
I don't think he's wearing things with her on them until she gives it to him.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
That's why I thought, is he really? Did he actually make the effort to maybe she sent him a mask?
Maybe. I don't know.
But yes, y'all, she is wearing his face. Remember.
A la Ziad and Rebecca.
But whereas she wears a shirt every day that has something about him on it.
Either his USB.
The USB.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So, y'all, he kisses her and hugs her. I get a hug and a kiss.
And again, that just
sounds like Yogi Bear the way
she said it. The way she said it, I'm just like, that's just so sad that like that's a moment for you when that's something that's just a normal thing in a relationship that anyone should get.
So, but she keeps saying, we're gonna have some serious talks. Because
I'm faking. Look at me. I'm faking. But I'm happy because I'm going to get the yummy tonight.
And that's the other part. It's just so sex obsessed too. I
was talking about this with Kyle. I don't know if it's just her though. I feel like, and I'm just going to be honest. I don't think they listen to us. They never email us back. So who knows? But have we influenced 90 Day Fiancé? Because think about it. We've gone from Love in Paradise of talking about who's going to bottom, as well as describing someone's dick as a baby arm.
Yes.
When we're talking about Johan.
There was another picture earlier of like him in him shorts, and you could actually see these huge balls and this pendulous mound.
Of Johan?
Yes.
Wow.
There was also a very suspicious Tinder profile of him saying that he might be bisexual.
Whoa.
I did not expect this.
Whoa. I could see it, actually.
Me too.
I could see her being fine with that, though.
He's quite an enterprising lad.
Yeah.
He's
going to do whatever he needs to do to get to America, y'all. But so we have this, and now we have this, and I'm like, have we talked about dick so much on this show? Have we seeped into 90 Day Fiancé, and now we've made them dick positive?
We all need to be more dick positive.
We all need to be more dick positive. But think about it. Have we ever, in the span of the last 6 months, have you ever heard so much dick talk on your television?
No. I think it's changing with the world, though.
Maybe we're ahead of the time.
No, we're behind the times.
We're behind. Okay, just making sure of that.
Definitely. So they get to...
Well, you're going to shake tonight, Kimberly. You're going to shake tonight, Kimberly.
They get to the hotel, and he orders samosas and cowtail.
Yes.
A dinner of kings and queens. And he's like, can you believe it? There's not even a question whether they're in the same room or not.
No, and we're standing again. Bear scraps.
He actually wants to have sex with me.
Dog scraps, what she's taking. But then I still look, even though he treats her shitty as well, I wrote in the middle, when you see like the hotel room and she gives him the shirt and he's like, oh my God, he gets excited about it. And I went, wait a second. Usman is a better boyfriend than Bilal. What the fuck?
That's true.
He's a better partner. He's a con, and he's still a better partner than Bilal.
And you don't feel consistently shamed.
Yes, he actually treats you with more respect than Bilal.
I was sick to my stomach in that scene.
Oh.
I have rarely seen a human treat another person with such absolute just emotional neglect.
I actually think I might
rarely.
personally message Shaeeda, but I feel like Bilal just reads her messages. This gives me Nikki and Mark vibes. Y'all, and I went back to old school 90 Day. How do we save Nikki? How do we save Shaeeda?
It's bad. It's really bad, and you start to see her barging all the time.
Save it. We got to save it for them.
Sorry. I hate it when you say save it. I want to hit you. I want to kill you. I'm trying to kill you with my brain. Oh, God, I wish I had that power to murder people with my brain.
And I just go like Nicole and go,
yes. Oh, it's going to be my own personal version of Scanners. And then I'll teach all of you to do it.
By the way, everybody, this fucking season of Happily Ever After that we're talking about on our class list, on our $5 tier, y'all, that season is so goddamn good.
It's really good.
It's, we just had... Pal is meeting her. We just watched the episode where basically Russ, all of her family just comes for Russ, and then Pal immediately makes it all about her.
And basically, she turns it around her family and says, "I had a miscarriage," and the family's like,
and we couldn't afford to come. I've been going, and even though she's completely abandoned them after 4 years and treated them like dog shit.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good. It's good times.
Good times.
And Nicole is seeing a lawyer who looks like the Empress from Neverending Story grown up.
She does!
And it's something. And also she's treating her father. She's like smirking at her father when they're out in the swamp of confessions, which they always go to.
It's like evil villain Nicole. Like she puts on her villain face. She goes, mm-hmm. And then Azin, she calls Azin saying that they need to get married over there. And you see him literally go, oh, and like a bottle of poppers drops from his ass. And he goes, guys, shut up. Boop, boop.
Rolls on the floor.
It's so good, y'all. So good.
So she gives him his bracelet. Her king, his queen. And she's like, people think I'm a sugar mama. I love to give presents. That's what I do.
Kimberly always going to give me the presents. He says, if you give me a big thing, I will not take it. If you give me, because I guess maybe people came from him on social media about the PS5.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I will not take it.
And then he's like, well, it depends on how good the yammy is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's talking about that. And then they talk about their nicknames. Yammy.
Fertilizer.
That's what they called me in college. Actually, that's what they called the guy who was plugging me.
Yeah, they called you Baron. There goes Baron. There goes... there goes Dusty Field. That
was my asshole.
Yeah, you just go... fertilizer, but... Who you gonna fertilize? Because not her.
No, ain't nothing going on.
So Yammy, it was Power Bike. Yes. Power Bike.
African ingredient.
And then Usman.
And at one point, he just jumps on her.
Yeah, and they kind of... I asked this to Kyle on Cray Cray, and I realized... And he kind of didn't have an answer, and honestly got sick to his stomach. I don't think he wanted to think about it. But I have more power over because I know where you live and you know I'll keep bugging you. So I need you to answer this. If he has a nickname for his Yammy now.
Oh, no.
When he was getting raw dogged the American way, because I gave him that USA vulva, what did Usman call his member.
Oh, if this is the
Because
Yammy?
you know for each woman, he probably has a different nickname. Because you know that it's not on the, because they don't talk about BGL, baby girl Lisa, but you know she's asked him, did you call it a yummy with her?
Probably. I'm
if
sure.
you call it a yummy with her,
Yes.
I'm not going to call it a yummy now.
She can't handle anything with another person.
So who... And honestly, I'm not that pissed. But if somebody said, yeah, I call my dick Rambo. And I'm like, didn't you call your dick Rambo when you fucked that other guy? Yeah. Well, then you need to think of a new name.
I don't think I would care if they used
I wouldn't
the
care.
same
I don't
name.
want somebody to have a name for their dick. But what do you think was a name that he called his dick when he was a baby girl?
Turkey leg.
I did not expect that.
Turkey leg. Yep, just right there.
Because when she fucked her, she would gobble and go,
No, it's got a huge part at the end, and at the head of it is, and then it just tapers.
Okay.
Turkey leg.
All right.
That's what I'm seeing.
On that note, we're going to take a commercial, and we'll be right back. I didn't get the yummy last night. Did not.
Oh.
They both fell asleep, though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a fight. No African ambassador.
So there, she said, I know we're doing fun stuff, but we need to talk about serious things too, like the new wife. He's like, but let's go ride go-karts.
Another time. I do love riding go-karts.
I do too.
It's fun.
For some reason, watching Kimbali ride a go-kart like that made me laugh like a fool. I was just like, I was just laughing my head off.
I'm telling you, they're fun. I was surprised that she said she jumped out of a plane like 72 times.
I forgot she was in the military.
Yeah.
She's had several lives.
She really has.
And I think the last job she had, someone told us, she was the manager at a Mimi's Cafe.
Was she really?
Yes.
Really?
I
Lots of lives.
the thing is, props to you for changing careers, being in the military, doing everything you have in your life. It seems like her life has not been easy. You know?
I don't think it has.
But she's still a
Many
almost
lives.
intolerable person for me.
Many lives, and
But
with your super
she's
body
very
splash.
funny.
Super body splash will
The
smell like
body
whatever
splash.
life you want.
And then she wins, of course, and she's like, I win, I always win.
Yes, and so she also screamed when she said, now I'm a potential fiance. Because we actually said that, but she had never said it yet. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it made me laugh.
She understands branding.
She does. Spray this 108 times in the bathroom. That was a Darcy joke.
It was in an airplane bathroom.
Yes.
An airport bathroom, yeah. So, it's more second wife talk later on when they're having a little bit of lunch.
Can you believe we're having this? I am here for this. I just can't believe we're getting this.
No.
It's so, y'all, it literally is like, it feels like, when you're not going to feel this way because you weirdly sympathize for the coyote that wants to eat the roadrunner. But if you don't think...
I do. He got a raw deal.
But it does feel like when the roadrunner has like, it's like,
That roadrunner is shitty.
That coyote set up like a whole thing of dynamite and didn't realize he went in the wrong door. So I don't remember the cartoon, but just when he gets his justice, that's what I feel. Or let's Tom and Jerry, maybe that. Whenever Jerry set a trap for Tom.
Jerry was garbage.
You really had a weird childhood.
No, the problem is no one ever...
Tom was trying to eat him.
No one ever really outsmarted anybody. Wile E. Coyote outsmarted the Roadrunner. However, it was always to chance that the Roadrunner got away. Pure chance.
What about Tom and Jerry?
I wanted... Tom kind of got what he deserved, but it was humiliating what Jerry did to him. Consistently. It was actually humiliating. And that character That character deserved better. Sorry, I root for the underdog.
Or villain.
Maybe. I don't see them as villains. I see them as consistent enemies who are trying to come to some détente about how to get through life. And they're natural predators.
Oh, God.
Just like the coyote.
I'm
don't
sorry
know.
I brought this up.
I always hated when someone's chasing someone and they always got away. Kind of like, I wish Bugs Bunny, even though I love Bugs Bunny should have been held accountable once or twice.
We have got to move on. I did not know I was going to open this up. I don't even remember what I realized.
The arrogance.
I was just going to say, but don't you love that this is going to completely blow up in their faces?
Awful.
And that they think this is going to... I'm just so excited to watch this dynamite explode.
But so, anyway, the second wife, she's like, I think she's going to be a different city to me. And he's like, she can stay in Sokoto, she can stay anywhere she wants. She's like, but not in the same city, man.
Not the same. So Kyle asked, we were both confused, and maybe you saw it. We don't know the answer.
Is this whole thing going to be an after show for your show with Kyle?
No, but I was hoping you saw it. We didn't know. Wait a minute. Is she going to move to Nigeria now or not? Because it almost like talks like that. It was not clear to us.
She is going to, from what I understand, she's going to stay part of the time in San Diego and then visit him in Nigeria.
Okay, but almost like I guess she thinks live part-time.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you live there all the time, I can see maybe why you want to live in another town.
We're putting a lot more thought into this than they have.
That's fair.
So
because it's just like, if you're in the U.S., why does it matter what fucking town?
Well, it matters because she's trying to assert her dominance.
And it's not going to happen.
It matters because she's trying to control all these things of this. She's like, because I'm the first wife. I'm the first wife. And she is the worst person to have first wife energy because she'll be awful about it. She will.
Oh, the worst.
She will say horrible things about this woman.
When she said, I am not a sister wife. How much did you scream?
I'm like, you sure aren't.
But you know she watches that show because she loves everything TLC because she's a super fan.
She does know. She does Sister Wives.
Oh, I know she watches that
which
show.
is premiering today.
It is, yes.
I'm not gonna have time to watch it tonight. I'm gonna have to watch it later on this week. But
because you're front loaded. You're front loaded like a twink.
Front loaded.
Front loaded.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, look. My feeling is,
I don't want to see her.
I don't want to. If you're going to agree to his custom, yes, you kind of maybe. Yes, I guess you get input, but it's his custom. They're like, it's kind of their rules.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm
if you're going to agree to this,
every time he comes back to me. Well, the thing is, no, but you can't reason with her.
No, you can't.
This is her allowing what she thinks. She's like, look how much compromise I'm doing, and because she micromanages everything in her life, and this is going to blow up. She's going to throw a couple more drinks in his face
saw next
and
week.
his friend's face.
Yep.
This will implode like everything that she's ever had, relationship she's ever had in her life, because she's either chosen people that were not available to her, and then she's tried to basically drive them crazy by managing everything. And
do you think they'll end up getting married? Because a part of me,
if the TV gods are smiling upon us, yes.
Oh, I hope so. Because it's interesting. There is not.
I think it'll explode before that.
There's a little bit of like an Angela and Michael corollary. I feel like you could make in that, but where Angela does have more self-respect for herself than I think Kimberly has sometimes.
Yes,
and so that's why I think they could get married, because Kimberly is one of those persons that says, I do not put up with bullshit. But then she ends up putting up with the bullshit because she doesn't have a self-worth thing going on.
Angela commits more to what she wants.
Yeah.
And
because she feels like she deserves more.
Yeah.
Even though but yeah, I think it could happen. I really hope so. I am all for... I am all for now that Pedro and Chantel are like divorcing, and we don't know what's going to happen with the family Chantel.
Yeah, I don't know
that.
what's going to happen with that.
I am all for the family Usman. It's basically 90
The
Day
second
meets
wife.
Sister Wives, and it's just them living.
Let me tell you.
Usman and like 4 wives. I'm fucking here for that show.
I will tell you now, you can hope for that. That will never happen. She will never allow him to have a second wife.
I don't think so either.
In realism, because when she knows he's with another woman, it will drive her so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
She won't allow it to happen.
I don't think she can either. But if it happens, I'm
She
here
will be
for that spinoff.
She will be destroyed with jealousy.
Oh,
it
for
will
sure.
not happen. That's all I've got about them. That was most of the episode.
They were most of the episode. Shall we move on?
Not before we get to an event. Another installment
I was hoping you forgot.
We're going to the Great White Way. It's Poodle's Broadway Corner.
I thought you were going to write a theme song for that.
Not yet.
Just waiting. Maybe with our musical episode.
Yeah. Okay. Big week this week. We know that a couple of things. I want to start first. Just two stories. The Lea Michele made her debut as Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl.
Mm-hmm.
To 6 standing ovations or something like that. I will say I listened to Parade, and I expected it to be just like Barbara's. I really did. It's not. It's hers.
Oh, good for her.
And so there was a couple Lea Michele-isms that were there, but she sang the shit out of it. Have I heard it sung better? I don't know. I think I have. But what you heard in her voice when she was singing it, that she was so excited to be doing it.
Yeah.
And she was in love with what she was doing. And Jonathan Groff was there. A lot of celebrities were there watching her do her thing. But people seem to have said it was great. Unfortunately, she's got COVID right now. That's the big deal. She's missing 10 performances, and somewhere Beanie Feldstein is putting another pin in her Lea Michele voodoo doll.
Yeah, she is. She just put the COVID one.
She just stabbed her.
You know what? Good for her though, because everybody's getting COVID on Broadway, so she got it now, and then it'll be done. She'll be able to do the rest of her run for a few months.
Yeah, and the big news I want to talk about though is this is also reality TV show related. Well, turns out Mrs. Brooks Marks, Meredith Marks' son from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Wait, how's this Broadway corner?
Let me finish, Pedro. Mrs. Brooks Marks. Miss Brooks Marks, if you're nasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's clothing designer to...
You know...
the stars.
I think Ben from Crappin said actually the sweatpants are really comfortable.
But they're so expensive.
Yeah, he said they are comfortable though.
So... was at the concert of Jessica Vosk, who is an amazing... She was Elphaba and Wicked a couple years back. She's one of my favorite Elphabas. The voice is unbelievable. Brooks Marks was at this concert, and during the concert, he did an Instagram live while she was singing. And they asked him about his skincare, and she reposted his live and says, "Hey, boo, maybe don't do this while I'm singing. We don't like this. I don't give a shit what your skincare is, but thanks for telling me."
Wait a minute. What kind of concert was it? Was it like a concert outside?
No, this was a concert indoors. Where
in an auditorium?
Money. Yes. Now,
civility is dead.
Now, first of all, we know how terrible it is, but to do an Instagram live, that is so insulting.
Patti LuPone was there.
Oh!
Wow.
Who are you, little queerling?
What a garbage person to do that.
If you are a Brooks Marks fan, I'm sure there are some out there.
I mean, I
don't know any of.
Not a fan.
Oh, he's insufferable.
I just thought he was a privileged little gay boy. But after that,
Let's not label him that because he has not come out.
Or
yet.
queer. Yeah, he's not done anything.
He has not labeled anything.
Oh yes.
I don't want to.
But privileged, whatever.
Yes. That we can label
a
him.
privileged little queen. Whether he's labeled or not. And I was like, sure, he's fine. They're fine. But after that, cow shit.
It's unforgivable.
Oh,
I can almost. It's almost worse. It's almost worse than like taking a call in the middle of a concert than interacting with someone on an Instagram Live.
so because he wasn't trying to show off the concert.
I'm not sure what he was doing. But he was talking about his skincare while she was singing.
So talking in the auditorium to his phone.
I think he was chatting. That's how an Instagram Live works. It's awful.
But still, usually with Instagram Live, you just chat. Normally, you like. I mean, I guess the person can chat, but normally Instagram Live, people
I think he's
talk.
texting. I think the live thing is he's probably trying to show her, but he's texting after it. So he's not even being there.
I'm just asking these questions because I can't fathom why someone would do this.
Oh, he's completely self-absorbed, and he thinks social media is real life.
The failure of that's on the parents.
I agree.
Someone didn't raise their kid right.
I don't think that Meredith had a big hand in raising her children. I'm just throwing that out there.
Think there was a nanny involved.
Yeah. I think
a lot of boarding school.
Yeah. Part of me, this sounds awful. Part of me still wants to fuck Seth. Seth. I know I'm gross, but part of me still wants to fuck Seth.
You're pretty gross.
You would too.
No.
Oh, there's
not
something
Seth.
about him. Ooh.
No.
Not Lisa's husband.
Lisa. No, honestly.
Watch that trailer, y'all. It is incredible.
You know his husband's kind of hot to me because I bet he's freaky about his Whitney's husband.
No! What's wrong with you?
He does freaky deaky shit.
Yeah, but why would you want to fuck that?
Well, we were just talking about housewife husbands.
Yucks. Anyway, let's move on. This has been Poodle's Broadway Corner!
No, that's good. Well, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of shocked from that.
I thought I would shock you.
I don't know where to go from this. I'm just... Oh, wait. Laid an egg. I'm ready.
It's the day after the big fight.
I really should one of these times actually just pull out an egg.
Yeah, there's not a lot here for Jenny and Sumit. Just know that Sumit is doing his best. Jordan Catalano leaning against a wall.
He is.
And Jenny's doing her best.
Is she going...
Angela Chase's grandmother.
Yes. He looks so good like that.
Oh, Rayanne, do you think Jordan Catalano will notice me?
He just throws that chicken feet at me, and I go, I gotta start pecking.
Ricky, your hair looks so good today.
So good. And so she goes for a walk, and so again, you're gonna hate me, but I think this is important information to tell sissies that because Kyle told me this morning they posted on 90 Day Fiancé's Twitter. It's like they don't want to give us everything and they want us to fucking follow everyone everywhere. I'm like, just put it in the episode. But 90 Day Fiancé posted, he was gone for his parents for an hour.
We did not know that.
We did not know that.
We thought it was like 2 minutes.
No, he left Chicken Jenny sitting in that house for 1 fucking hour.
That's scarier than the sty on your eye.
Yeah. 1 hour.
Wow.
So
what a piece of shit.
So do you think Jenny overreacted
No.
now? Yeah.
No.
I didn't actually think so. We didn't think so from the get-go. She was a little aggressive.
No.
But for an hour after he had already been kidnapped.
He thought he just left again.
So he left her for an hour in that fucking house. What a piece of shit.
And she says, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I'd lost you again. And
thought it was worse. Thought I lost you. I thought, well, I can't get up there and get the feet myself. Who's going to throw it down for me? Sumit, I'm hungry. Sumit, I'm hungry. It's hot.
I can't fly long distances.
Well, you know you clip my wings. You clip my wings.
So he says,
I feel like you did not support me. So the fact that we know now he was gone for an hour and he can still say you did not support me.
Well, here's what happens. When Sumit loses a mama, he needs to gain another mama.
He does.
And so the fact that she did not mother him is what he can't handle.
Wait, because he wants a mother hen. It all
mind blown. Here's an egg.
Mother hen.
So
oh my God.
And y'all, and so she says they do hug it out and they do apologize. They apologize for yelling. She said, I apologize for yelling at you. Sumit says, I regret nothing, but I am torn because my mother I'm going to try to keep repairing this and connecting with them. And then so they both kind of mutually decide, let's just kick this can further down the road. We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, because he brings up it'll be hard for her to understand Indian culture. He talks about that. And yeah, Jenny just looks at him and she says, I think how many times have we heard her say, what do we do now?
Every episode.
She said he needs to start acting like a husband and support me. My only hope in this is that Jenny, this is the first time Jenny has actually said, what about me? She's never uttered those words. So maybe she's finally starting to say that, but I just don't have faith.
The problem is, now that they're married, which was her goal, it's now going to be about, but I can't give up on this. If they had not gotten married last season, I thought she might have a chance of leaving him. They're married now. I think Jenny said, well, her thought process is going to be, we worked so hard for that. I can't leave now.
And I know that, yeah, I agree. I know that they teased that she brings up going to the U.S. The more I've thought about it, I don't think Sumit will. Because I think Jenny, he married her, but Jenny doesn't take care of him like his mom. Doesn't baby him.
That's true.
Well, why would he go to the U.S. where he knows he'll have to be his own person?
What
and
is
work?
interesting is Sumit next week. Sumit does bring up working, and it turns out he would have to be away, and Jenny is going to have a problem with that. I can only see you one day a week. Now, an Indian sissy who does email me with her thoughts about this said again when she saw this, she said Sumit is right. When he said that his mother would be, when people found out about him marrying, that his mother would be shamed and not invited to any social functions, and she would be a social outcast.
Wait, so yeah,
so
we saw that.
That is what Sumit is saying is correct in his mother's social circle. But
So
I thought
you were done.
But what you have to decide if you're Sumit is, am I living my life for me, or am I living my life for my parents? Now, the Indian answer is complicated because, as we heard him say, for Indians, your family is a huge, huge part of your life. So it's an unwinnable situation, I think.
But also, if you're Sumit and you're so concerned about your family's happiness and their status and all that, wouldn't it be better for you to just move away and go live your life? Because then you're not there in India and as a reminder to shame them,
and you
so they can move on.
Exactly.
So he's holding his family and Jenny prisoner by his selfishness
because he can't make a decision either way.
Yes. So it's the pinnacle of selfishness.
Yep. Anyway, that's the show.
That's the show. Oh, this was a good episode to talk about.
It was. This was a good episode of the show.
Who knew, y'all? Hey, who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
All right, everybody. Come see us on the Double It Tour.
See us on the Double It Tour.
It's going to be lit. Right?
Is that what the kids say?
I guess so. It's going to be lit.
Poppin'.
So come see us. Go to our Instagram or to our TikTok and go to our Linktree link there.
Tickety,
where you can
TikTok.
get links to those shows. Also, again, check out the collab or the Cray Cray. Check out Poodle did an episode last week with Blighty Day Fiancé talking about Seeking Sister Wives finale.
That's right.
I don't think we talked about it on the free feed yet.
Oh my God!
Maybe we did. I don't remember. It was last week. It all blurred up.
Maybe we didn't. I did do an episode with Michelle from Blighty Day Fiancé talking about the Seeking Sister Wives finale, season 4 finale. That was one of the most bonkers episodes of television I've ever seen.
Yes.
I'm still thinking about it. Michelle and I talked about an hour and 20 minutes about it because there were moments that we still could not get past.
So if you want, y'all are messaging about that. So that's on the free feed or on the
we
Patreon.
had so much fun doing it, but and some people ask, you guys just needed to put a podcast. There's no time, and this bitch would kill me.
I don't care if you do a podcast with somebody else,
but I'm saying there's no time.
Yeah, you don't have time.
We'll do things occasionally with each other.
That'll
probably.
She's someone who Michelle is almost gayer than you.
She's very
so
gay.
Y'all get along famously
She's
well.
Quite gay.
She's good people. Her and Robin too.
When she brought up the gospel at Colonus, which is very obscure.
She's actually kind of pretentious gay like you are.
Yeah.
So it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all get mad.
And I was like, that is even nicher than I would bring up. When she described the Davis wedding as a production of the gospel at Colonus that did not have enough black people.
I don't even know what any of that means.
It's an all-black show. So
I don't need to know what that means.
You don't.
I don't need to know.
And they were in Grecian dresses. Sorry.
Again, who knows?
If you know what Gospel of Colonus is, you're dying at this point.
Anyway,
if you don't, you're like, why is that funny?
You're like, why is that funny?
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, so check that out. And then Single Life, again, coming out early for people on Patreon and then for everybody else on the free feed.
Yeah.
Thank God we had one. Smother was off this week, but then next week we're just raw.
No, we're getting fucked.
Getting fucked, everybody. So the next time we have a low period and you say, oh, there's not enough shows. Shush.
You better shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your mouth. All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places, dude?
Yes. And if you're seeing a former Wicked star in concert, don't do an Instagram Live. And if you do, don't call us.
Don't call us.